Hey everyone. So I just wanted to give you a quick video on how to edit a counter offer that would come in as a PDF or any other document that maybe another agent sends you. So you're definitely going to want to pay attention to this one because there are a few things that are a little bit different with a PDF. So as you know, when you are in Zipforms, anything that is from the forms library is able to be edited by just texting right in the file. So that's the great part about Zipforms. All of the forms within the library are really easy to edit. When you bring in a PDF like a counteroffer or anything else that's already been started and you need to maybe fill out your buyer's names underneath for the print name portion, or you need to strike out, it's just a little bit different because you can't edit it in this initial screen. You have to get to the signatures page to do that. And then strike through as well is a little bit different. So I'm going to X out of that. And well, I'm sorry, actually, I'm going to go back in and just click on sign. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to select next. And then as you know, your parties should already be in here and you're going to select whoever needs to sign. Now you don't have to select yourself if you're not a signer on the document. So just select the parties that need to sign the counter offer. And then I can see I'm the only one, and next. And put no thanks. Okay, so I'm in the signing field. Obviously, if they're accepting the counter offer, you're going to use the drag and drop and put their sign here. Okay, so that's something that we're used to doing on documents. And then you could ask them, you could put their signer name right underneath it if you'd like. Now, they have to accept what you've put there. If you use this drag and drop, anything in this box has to be accepted by the buyer. So, or the client signing, essentially, the signer. So this text box isn't really the most ideal one to use because if you've got multiple parties, who do you designate to accept that text? I guess I just wouldn't use that text box really ever. I don't know that I'd ever use this. This markup tool also has a text box. So if I'm editing something, say I'm going to make a change to the counteroffer here and have all parties initial the change, I'm going to put that here. And then obviously I would use the initial here box for all of the parties under the drag and drop. And that's how I would use, this is the text box that I would then use. So the other thing that you're going to have to do on a counter offer is if you are rejecting or countering it, unfortunately, we're not able to use this strike through or line button. I'm not sure why the association, it would be either WRA or RENW, they have disabled that feature. So that's not something that we can change for you. But what I would tell you to do is select the text, draw text, and then put it right over where you want to do it. And either put XXX, which I think is better. You can see it a little bit better. And then move it right over the text. Super easy. So that's how you are going to do strike throughs on a PDF in Zipforms or do any other kind of editing. But just please distinguish between the drag and drop and the markup. The markup is something that you as the agent can do without having to be approved by the buyer. Anything that you use in here has to be approved. I do also want to mention while I'm in here the difference between the red and the blue. If you hover over the red X box, it's just a regular check box, which is the one I'd probably use for the majority of things. This blue one is an optional. So that would be if you wanted to give them the option to mark one of those three options in the buyer agency agreement that gives them the option for designated agency, you could use the optional and then you'd put all three and then they'd have the option to select one of the three. The red one would be if you're selecting that one for them and then they would just select it and hit it. So that's all I have for you. If you ever have any questions on it, please let me know. Thanks.